Hey, Mikey, I have a joke for you. What do you call a Bigfoot shredding guitar in the woods?
Just tell me what it is.
Yeti Van Halen.
Ha!
Okay. I've got another one for you. You know, I watch all the Bigfoot shows on TV.
No,
I
not
do.
you.
I really do. Just ask Marianne. There's one in particular called Expedition Bigfoot on the Travel Channel of all damn things, where a team of 3, sometimes 4, go hang out in the woods looking for Bigfoot. One is an actual PhD primatologist who apparently spends her time in the off-season having plastic surgery. I'm not kidding.
Maybe she doesn't want Bigfoot to recognize her when they re-meet.
Could be. Another is a former special forces dude. And then there's another outdoorsy kind of guy who I figure is
mostly the bait.
He's the bait.
We bring this guy because he'll attract Bigfoot.
And there's the really smart guy. He's never actually out in the woods with the rest of the team, which is why he's a smart guy. They portray him as the tech dude who uses all sorts of technical gear and is in constant touch with people in the field over digital walkies. I kind of figure he's the Marlon Perkins, as in Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom of that show. I'll hide behind this big rock while Jim, who was his assistant, who was a big friggin' beast of a man, wrestles that angry rabid badger. Anywho, so the field people on Expedition Bigfoot like to broadcast over loudspeakers a sound they claim is a Bigfoot mating call.
What does that sound like? Can you...
Kind of like my primal scream in the rotunda of the museum.
Yeah. Although you dialed it down a bit for our listeners.
Yeah, I did. I didn't want to blow out the board.
Yeah, right.
You know, to try and draw it out into the open. The thing that strikes me about that is that they don't seem to have a plan B. For when Bigfoot for when Bigfoot comes charging out of the forest primeval with a raging hard-on.
I was thinking you could just be like, here, kitty, 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 and he'd come, right?
Okay, just one more, Mikey. What's the difference between Bigfoot and Amber Heard?
I don't know who Amber Heard is.
Oh, that was the chick that was...
Oh, wait, Johnny Depp's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
I do.
They were suing one another, going back and forth, and there was all kinds of wild shit.
Okay, my bad. No, I don't know. What's the difference?
Between Bigfoot and Amber Heard? Bigfoot won't shit in your bed, but maybe on your porch.
Oh, I know more people than Bigfoot that'll do that.
Greetings, people. I'm Robin Hohweiler, otherwise known as Mr. Robin, and in Cleveland, Ohio, where I wrestle professionally under the pseudo El Diablo Guapo. I haven't won any of my matches yet, but I do have a plan B that won't involve playing Bigfoot mating calls.
Here's Bigfoot.
Joining me, as always, on this journey into the deep woods lair of weird-ass America is my altogether lovely co-host, collaborative partner, and all-around best pal, Mikel Mauree Robinson, also known throughout the podcasting uni as Mikey-on-the-Mic. Okay, enough of that. Say hello to our Bigfoot-seeking audience, Mikey.
Hello, Bigfoot-seeking audience. I am also one of those people. I would love to,
She's a believer.
See Bigfoot. I drew a picture of him, what I think he would look like.
It looks just like it. We should, we'll make that the cover photo on the the podcast.
This is horrible. Look how many fingers he has.
Oh, I know.
I feel like if he's out there foraging, he needs them.
Welcome.
Oh, he's got to have claws on his feet.
Welcome to episode 39 of Mr. Robin's Hood podcast. This is another of our in-between episodes. We're coming to you digitally from Studio B here at the compound, located just outside the future home of Hollywood filmmaking, Fargo, Oklahoma, a town known for the motto, translated from the Latin, "Come here, give us money, we'll let you film."
Oh, are you gonna let people come search for Bigfoot out here? I bet you he's out here. I bet you he migrates and he comes here in the winter because he's got all that fur.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And he gets too hot where he's at, so he has to migrate.
Makes as much sense as anything else.
I'm about as full of shit, but sounds good, right?
Today's episode was pulled from count 'em, Mikey, two news reports that we found on the NPR news site. One was a tragic report of the deaths of two Bigfoot hunters in Washington state, and the other was about a woman who says she is former CIA and FBI and is a whack-a-mole besides, and offers a few insights and theories about the existence of Bigfoot. Spoiler alert, it's a conspiracy, man. So...
Can't wait to hear what she has to say. But.
So tell our hordes of love you long time listeners, are you a believer, Mikey?
You know, I feel like, in a sense, I am, yeah. I think that there probably is. Well, I don't know if he's still hanging out, but I feel like there was probably some Bigfoot around them here parts at some point.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't know. You know, maybe he's a shapeshifter.
Oh, now there's a.
All I know is I want to believe in Bigfoot, so I do.
Okay, and I have a theory about why they're around. But anyway.
Ooh, this sounds fun.
I need to know where you stand before I open my big mouth with my own theory as to why no one has ever captured or killed a Bigfoot. So, for any of you who may be living under a freaking rock, or dare I say it, don't watch the Travel Channel, you freak. Bigfoot is often described as a large, hairy, ape-like creature. Sounds like one of my old girlfriends, and has been a subject of fascination and speculation.
I hope she's listening.
So, yeah, and hopefully she knows who she is.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. If she looks like that.
It has been a subject of fascination and speculation for decades. The legend of Bigfoot, also known as Sasquatch,
Baby Sass,
has its roots
is my papa, and he's gonna protect me.
Has its roots in Native American folklore. Tribes such as the Lumi, Salish, and Quinault have long told stories of a large, mysterious creature that roams the forests of the Pacific Northwest. These tales often depict Bigfoot as a guardian of the wilderness, an elusive being that embodies the spirit of the forest. Over the years, numerous footprints, hair samples, and other physical evidence have been collected and analyzed. Some of the most compelling footprints were discovered by a man named Jerry Crew in 1958, which led to the coining of the term Bigfoot by the local newspaper.
Good old newspapers with their,
Gotta have them, I guess.
Well, what's the word? Their titles. Their titles?
They're titled. Oh, mastheads.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. The most iconic piece of evidence in the Bigfoot legend is the Patterson-Gimlin film, shot in 1967 by Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin in Bluff Creek, California. The film purportedly shows a female Bigfoot walking along a riverbank, and it has been the subject of intense scrutiny and debate ever since. While some experts claim it's a hoax, others argue that the creature's movements and anatomy are too realistic to be faked or even human. Bigfoot sightings continue to be reported across the United States, from dense forests of the Pacific Northwest to the swamps of Florida, where the creature is known as the skunk ape. In fact, there's a huge Bigfoot festival and conference in southeast Oklahoma every October in the Kiamichi Mountains. Hey, maybe we should go down there and record a podcast for the ages.
Yeah. Let's go see if we can't get Bigfoot as our interviewer or interviewee.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of...
Oh, but, I'll translate. I speak Bigfoot.
While mainstream science remains skeptical of Bigfoot's existence, the field of cryptozoology, a study of hidden or unknown animals...
I went into the wrong field. I want to be a cryptozoologist.
Yeah, and you could get plastic surgery.
Yeah, cool. Cool.
Not that you
I'll get a third eye.
Not that you need it or anything. Continues to investigate the legend. Researchers in this field argue that the vast unexplored wildernesses of the North America could conceal a species of large undiscovered primate. However, without concrete evidence, the scientific community remains unconvinced.
Dun dun dun. So, the first story we found, although it's tragic that the two men were found dead after they were searching for Sasquatch, after reading this article, I'm like, well, they weren't that bright. I don't think they were prepared for what they were going out into. So I don't know if you want me to read some of this.
Yeah, sure. Jump in.
Okay. Two men from Oregon who went missing after going on a search for Sasquatch has been found dead, Washington state officials announced Saturday. And this came out just December of
2024.
This last year. It's weird to say that. Yeah, the end of December. So this one's actually a newish article. The men, both from Portland, were reported missing by a family member on Christmas Day of all days, and were set to return from searching for the legendary creature in eastern Skamania County on Christmas Eve, according to the county sheriff's office. A search was launched, and a vehicle associated with the two men was found off a road near Willard, Washington. After a 3-day search involving more than 60 people, the bodies of both men, 37 and 59 years old, were found in Gifford
Pincho
National Forest, located in the southwestern part of Washington state in a heavily wooded area, according to the Skamania, that's a really cool county name, sheriff's office. Their cause of death appears to be because of exposure based on weather conditions and ill preparedness, the sheriff's office said. The area had faced rounds of snow and rain with temperatures in the 30 across the Cascades in the days leading up to the men being reported missing. The search for the men also took place amid difficult terrain and harsh weather conditions, as crews faced conditions such as freezing temperatures, snow, high water levels, law enforcement said. Sasquatch, commonly known as Bigfoot, is a large, hairy figure that resembles a human and is thought to live in the northwestern parts of the U.S. and Canada. The existence of Bigfoot has been debated for decades, and many have reported sightings of the creature. More than 700 reports of Bigfoot sightings in Washington state have been submitted to the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization. There's a whole organization, the group says.
Yeah, no, this next paragraph is the one that really cracked me up.
Yeah, this is great. This is so great. In Skamania County, harming Bigfoot is punishable by a $1,000 fine and can include jail time. According to the county's Chamber of Commerce, a law meant to protect the mysterious creature and to prevent hunters with large beards from accidentally getting shot. Why would you want to shoot Bigfoot, though? No.
There was one other show on television, I think it was on Discovery Channel, called Finding Bigfoot, maybe. And those guys always carried weapons because they were determined to kill a Bigfoot and drag it into civilization.
Yeah, well, that, because they want to prove it. And then 2, I'm sure they could sell it for some big bucks to some science place to dissect a Bigfoot. Well, we should get the lady in Tulsa on this case. She probably could chopping his toe off and everything else.
Yeah. So the other report that we got, frankly, Mr. Robin finds just a little, really, who claims to be an ex-CIA officer and FBI special agent, has ignited social media with theories after she shared her fascinating take on Bigfoot. So let's see. She's been putting videos up on TikTok and Instagram, and she explains that she decided to address the subject because she's constantly asked about...
She's from Texas. Sorry.
She's constantly asked about conspiracy theories and the government's involvement with Bigfoots. Bigfeets? Bigfoots. We'll call them Bigfoots. She said she believed that there's some things that we just don't know about, like cryptids or animals whose existence is disputed by scientists, like Bigfoot and Yetis. And she was quoted as saying in this article, and I think this came from the Daily Mail, in my opinion, with cryptids, I think they are probably real species of animals that people have mistaken for something else or have actually never been seen before. What the hell? What kind of statement is that? It doesn't even make sense. So you I'm going down through here.
Well, my first favorite part in here is when she says, I also believe we have so much more to our planet to discover, and we'd be arrogant to think we've explained it all.
Yeah.
Another added.
Yeah, and okay, I that part I can buy in.
I think these were viewers. What? Hold on. Well, no, maybe that was her. I don't know.
No, that probably was. I mean, it says she is a former government agent who spent 7 years working in national security, foreign affairs, and international policy. And she's written a book about her experience that was published in 2020. And
she had in this article, too, recalled a time in the 1970s that the FBI tested fur that a hunter had claimed came from Bigfoot. She added that while the results said it was actually deer fur, the government's willingness to have it tested said a lot.
Yeah, I suppose it does.
Well,
the government's as gullible as she is.
What do they do with this hunter afterwards? Like, slap him over the head and be like, you goon, this is deer fur. Well, you know better.
He may have found the deer fur laying along a trail or something and scooped it up.
What if Bigfoot kills deer and then scalps them and wears the skin?
A hat made of deer. No, you know what, Abby?
Or maybe women with their fur coats. Maybe he made a deer fur coat. I mean, if he's kind of humanistic in a way,
yeah, okay.
He probably is out there sewing with alls he made from bamboo and sinew he got from the buffalo he slaughtered. I don't know.
Despite me making fun of this throughout. I actually believe in Bigfoot too.
Heck yeah, I think he's out there.
I think that there's just a whole.
Yeah, what's your theory?
There's a whole thing of stuff in this world that can't be explained.
That's true.
You just can't do it. And I think that we're looking at a different sort of physics. There's some other.
It's like Skinwalker Ranch.
Kind of. It's like there's a whole different physics textbook that nobody else has.
I think Bigfoot can just step into another dimension. That's why he can't be found. That's what you're getting at?
That's where I'm going.
That's how I feel about it, too. And then maybe he is kind of eternal in a sense. Because before, I know I was saying, he's probably not around anymore. He probably was at one point. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, if he's been something that's been on our minds for all these years, how has he not been caught? Or why isn't there more footage? Why don't we actually have some of his hair?
Because he's able to pass into another plane.
Yes. So when he sees somebody, he's like, oh, opens a little portal.
Yep.
With this little snap of his little claws.
Yep.
Or maybe like, ting, ting, ting.
He's out of sight.
Then he's gone.
He's standing right in front of you. You can't see him. What's that?
Or he has the predator deal.
Yeah, could be.
What's that?
Yeah. He becomes, didn't you ever see the movie Predator?
Well, I mean, I have.
Just see the original. The original's the best one.
Is it?
Yeah. But this creature it was an alien, actually, would like be up in trees watching people moving around it, and you'd get this weird sort of, I don't know how you'd describe that, kind of that's it, a heat signature. And in fact, that was how they figured out they could hide from it, was by covering themselves in mud, because he had like heat-seeking vision or something.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't remember that. I feel like I saw it, but I didn't retain it.
Oh, that was a cool movie. I haven't seen that in years. Okay. Oh, so anyway, so that's my theory.
That's your theory.
Is that there's just tons of stuff that cannot be explained. And I believe in all of it wholeheartedly. And I think it's a matter of physics that we don't have access or the ability to even understand.
Right.
So, okay. So that's it, Mikey. We hope you folks conveniently listening at home or in your car enjoyed that. If you have any questions for either Mikey or myself.
And send all your Bigfoot sightings.
Yes, please.
We want to know.
We want to go. To Mikey or myself about today's episode or any other damn thing you can think of, email us at mr.robin@mrrobinshood.com or mikey@mrrobinshood.com. Also, you can find us on Facebook at Mr. Robin's Hood Podcast. As always, you can also reach out to Mikey or me via Podophone at 580-827-0472. Maybe you just want to get something off your chest, or you're feeling some butt pain because of something we said during a podcast. Give us a call, unless, of course, you're an attorney for the Travel Channel, in which case you'll definitely want to contact Mikey direct. You can leave her a voicemail. Text us if you have a question, concern, complaint, compliment, suggestion, whatever. Just don't be a dick about it.
Or if you have a Bigfoot sighting.
Or
text us about that.
Yeah. And
we would like pictures if you get.
Yeah. Send us a proof of life.
Yeah.
And as we previously mentioned, we're looking to hire an intern for Mr. Robin's Hood Podcast. If you'd like to work with a couple of seasoned podcasting pros, give us a call or email us. I think we're probably looking for someone pursuing a mass comm degree or broadcast journalism. We won't be paying a salary, but we will offer a $50 per month stipend. We'll also pay mileage to and from the compound. There are free drinks and food at least once a month.
The benefits outweigh everything else.
Yeah, you don't need no stinking salary when we record these podcasts. We need help with maintaining the podcast schedule, which is quickly becoming unwieldy, booking podcast guests, and possibly down the road editing the recorded episodes and even running the board.
Which I told him I would do, but he has control issues. So I don't really think he's going to let that go. But
stop that.
But we'll see.
So
we'll hold out hope.
So please give us a call or drop us an email if you're interested. In the meantime, tell all your friends to listen to this podcast as though their lives depend upon it. As always, you can stream or download episodes of Mr. Robin's Hood Podcast wherever you usually find that sort of nonsense. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, the Podbean app, Apple Podcasts, Player FM, Listen Notes, and Podchaser. You can also stream them directly from our Podbean website at mrrobinshoodpodcast.podbean.com for free. So we'll close now by reminding everyone, as we always do, to stay hungry,
stay foolish, and most importantly, stay weird. And keep your eyes open for Bigfoots.
They're out
there. Bye.